LME, we're going to bring in Dale Johnson because I wonder for how long you were all scratching your head yesterday and trying to find different angles of Tanaka's ball in, because obviously it looked as though the ball had gone out in that game between Japan and Spain. Here it is. And there were so many different angles of this shot. People saying it had already gone out, people saying the whole sphere hadn't crossed the line. So Dale is here now to clear things up for us and give us the FIFA clarification as well. Welcome back in, Dale. Tell us more, because yesterday so many people were confused.
I think we all were, absolutely. I think the problem is behind all this is that we don't get any official clarification of anything when it's FIFA or indeed when it's UEFA. So we get these controversial incidents where, not just this incident last night, but there's, say, for instance, the offside in the very first game of the tournament, where we're not really sure why a decision's been made and nothing's ever said on the screen or through any type of explanation. So we're left to just guess. And so while after the game, and certainly today on Twitter, they tweeted out a video which showed that angle along the goal line, that the ball didn't fully cross the line, that wasn't really shown. There was TV replays during the match, but the commentators weren't really sure what they were being shown. There was no, what we really needed was this picture or a similar picture with a VAR skin image, so everybody knew that this was what the VAR was using to make a decision. Because we didn't have that, we were all left to be guessing, and it's just not good enough in terms of communication with fans.
Yeah, Dale, I'm going to quickly just ask you a question here, and it may sound like such a, amateurish question, I guess, but why, with all the technology that we're putting in, like the graphics that we're seeing on offside, from yesterday, for example, when, the arm of the Belgian player entered another vortex dimension, and that's how you saw that he was offside. There's just all these things that are going on to make sure that things are being correct, rectified, exact. Surely, like this thing, in terms of the ball going out of line, like going out of bounds, etc., whatever you want to call it, surely there needs to be more implementation here, more technology here. I know I don't want to make it into this robotic 2057 football, extravaganza. But is there anything else that can be done to make sure that this doesn't happen? Because that was a massive decision right there.
It was, yeah. I think the problem is obviously we have goal line technology, and that is a very small space, and that still needs multiple cameras and mirrors to be able to make a completely correct decision in terms of the ball crossing the line. Now, when you're changing that to any touchdown on the pitch, you've got to remember that the ball can cross the line anywhere from on the ground to 50 yards in the air. So it's difficult to really create the technology. You can imagine it's something that will happen someday, but right now it's just too difficult to do all the touch lines as well as just the fixed goal line. But I mean, these type of decisions where it's as marginal as this for the ball going out is really quite small. I mean, it's quite interesting, this World Cup. I don't even notice, but there's been a lot of these type of incidents where the ball may or may have not gone out for a goal kick, or but they've actually let the play go on and the shots happened. It's almost they've been told to keep the flag down for a goal kick, like they would do with an offside. And that's been the result yesterday. Is that if that flag had gone up straight away for the ball going out, then the goal would never have happened because the whistle would have gone before the ball went in the back of the net.
Jules, do you have any thoughts on it yesterday, and that how FIFA could be getting better at letting everybody know to avoid this confusion and all these tweets and memes going around?
Yeah, although it's difficult. What amazed me the most is that we've had, maybe not to this kind of millimeters, but we've had those kind of incidents before, and every time Dale has to explain that there's obviously one angle where it looks like the ball, the angle from the side of, but the one that counts is the one from the top, where you see if the whole ball, it's not how much of the ball that is on the floor has gone behind the line or not. Is the image that we see there from the sky, basically. And then you see if the ball is behind the line or not. And people still don't know. And I go mad trying to say, but we've been there before. There's been many incidents like that on the line where you could clearly see, and the only way of seeing it is not looking like this is the only angle, basically. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to do my best to explain properly, but I'm struggling here. But this is it. It's from the top down, basically. That's it. That's all you need to look for is up and down, and then you see where exactly the ball is compared to the line. Not all the other angles you do, because some of them, it looks indeed that the ball has gone out of play. But again, it's not how much of the ball on the floor. I'm losing people now.
No, you're not. You know what? Just very quickly, I love that I went on Twitter and people were reenacting it at home. They put a belt on the floor, like a balloon. It was
a piece of paper.
I love that, Kay. I love that. But yes,
I love it too.
I'm with Jules. I'm confused as hell.
And I love that we have Dale as well. Dale, God only knows what we'd do without you. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll speak to you again soon, no doubt.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.